Good morning. Or hello, I should say. Yeah. Here we go. Trying to get my Halloween on today. Because that's our next big holiday. I'm going to make a Halloween gnome. And I'm going to... Oh, how do I do this? I have to think about this a little bit. I'm going to do my frame a little differently. I paint black. Get that eerie Halloween look or tone. There's the scissors. Can't find the scissors. So I'm taping up my frame. This is a wood frame. Do you have a hard time taping off? I do. I always do. It's like, how do you cut exactly symmetrical? Or like an exact line. So I end up doing this. I squeeze it down with my fingernail in the corner. I think I just ran out of tape. Not a problem. I have a lot of tape. Let's see if I can do it first. I should use these. See? It has a little, like a gauge. That's what I'm using. Little gauge there. I'm measuring. Now I have another roll of tape. There it is. So go ahead. Friday. Yay! It's really rainy here, which is good. So I need the rain. Friday. Yay! Not that that means anything to me anymore, being retired. But it does. So I had a donut for breakfast. What's your favorite donut? Mine is a vanilla cream filled log, or they call it a long john. With, it has to have this part, nuts on top. Has to have nuts. It's not complete without the nuts. I don't know what it is. It's probably, what, 2 tablespoons worth of nuts on there. It's probably all. But it makes the difference. Nuts, no nuts. It really does. I have to have the nuts. Just a thing. Now my husband, he likes a jelly donut. I don't like a jelly donut. But today he went for something different. Because I've been doing this lately. I've been getting a cinnamon raisin bagel. Gosh, it's taking me forever, isn't it, to tape it? Cinnamon raisin bagel with strawberry cream cheese. I just think, okay, shouldn't you have cinnamon cream cheese on a cinnamon raisin bagel? Whatever. To each his own. Apparently it's a good combination. I think the funniest thing is, when I went to go get it, they knew what he likes. Boy, that tells you how many times he's been going to get a cinnamon raisin bagel. Way more times than I've been getting the, they call it a long john. A long john, and that's on top. Vanilla cream. That's okay. Enjoy a little vanilla cream. As you can tell, I love this tape because you can pick it up and it doesn't get like all sticky to itself. Like you can pick it up. It doesn't ruin, if that makes sense to you. Like it won't stick on itself so much that you can't pick it up and correct it. Like if it goes on itself, it pulls right off. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me get this even down here. There we go. One more side. And I'm going to paint. I gotta go this way. Maybe I'm having better luck this way. I don't know. Let's try. I don't know what it's like weather-wise for you, but the air conditioning gets too cold, so I'm like in a hoodie all the time. Unless I get hot, like walking. Get super hot. And then the hoodie comes off. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel like it took forever. So I'm using my black paste because I want to scary. So what I'm going to use is this little gnome. It comes with 3, but I'm using the starry one, like magic. But then instead of poof, look at all this fun. See that first poof? You know what I just noticed? This little dude, his body doesn't touch. It's just his legs. I have to cut his legs a little shorter so his little body sticks down because I want his body. Maybe you can just press it and hold it in place. But look how perfect this transfer fits right in here. So I'm going to do that a plum, shimmer plum. If I get close enough, you can see the shimmer. I love shimmer. I don't know why, but I do. I had some crumbs here, so I'm going to get those off. Crumbs from, I didn't clean it up very well. I'm going to put some in a tray. Which I can. Because I don't want my jar of paste to dry out. I'm using my brush. I'm using my brush. Okay, that should do it. I hope that's going to do it. Look at how much. There's a lot on that brush. All right, so I do this because I'm a horrible painter. And I have to, if I want to get the inside edges. I've tried. Have you ever tried doing that edging? I don't do a very good job of it. Now, if this dries too quickly, just put a little water in. I don't know if that really helps. See? If it's a thicker paste, kind of thin it so it spreads. Because I've noticed when I paint, I want just a little, it's such a nice thick paste when you use it for your silk transfers. I just want a little thinner, not thinner, thinner. And it doesn't like become see-through, you know, the paint is still opaque. But it helps it spread easier, I've noticed. So do that. Corners always hard. I usually put parchment paper down when I have an edge so the edges don't stick. So I'll do that when I get to the outer side and not just the inside here. So I'm doing just the inside. Anybody have big plans for the weekend? I don't have any. I think there's an auction today for a family. I might go there. I don't know. I saw some of the things. It's not anything I'm seeing that I want. But I need to get my room duded up for Halloween. I just put up my Halloween. I don't know if you can see it in the back, but I put my Halloween garland up. And that Michael's. Oh my gosh, the flowers right now are gorgeous. My problem is I want them all the artificial flowers. I want to make this wreath and that wreath, another wreath, and then I want to make spooky stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'll just paint the top of this. So the whole side. That would look good. Okay, I'm going to try this. Focus. Because don't get overzealous with my paintbrush is what I'm trying to say. And accidentally paint down the side. a little more on there, so I'm just kind of spreading it so it doesn't overly goop. Love the sheen on this. I don't know if you can tell what it is. It's like shiny. But then it dries. You can tell when it dries. It's a little more, it still covers really well, but it's more of a matte. It's somewhat, I'm going to say somewhat of a matte color. I'm one of those girls that absolutely loves a good semi-gloss or gloss. That's why I'm using shimmer. Oh. Maybe it's an old age thing. I don't know. Maybe it's my age. I love a little glitter, I love a little sheen, I love a little shine to dress things up. Like I'm singing today. I don't know. And I always just leave a little in my dish in case I see after it dries. Because this is a wood grain. See if, one area got a little thinner. Sometimes with the lights in here, it's hard to, unless you're right over it, to see if you've missed a spot. I love holidays. Ugh. That's my favorite thing, is to decorate for holidays or treats for holidays. When I was teaching that, doing things for holidays for kids. Absolutely loved it. That's the one thing I'll probably miss this year. But I can show it here. Okay, let me try that. A little bit. So I'm not wearing it. Oh, it's so funny to see how this dries so quickly. Like, hold it in one spot and it's like, oh, dry. There's a little gnat in here. He might become part of the frame. That would look realistic. I have some really cool Halloween I want to do. I bought a witch's broom. There's so many cute things. Even Menards has some cute little sparkly witch hats, ghosts. I think there's a black cat. I have to look at that. I think there's a black cat. I just love looking at holiday things. So fun. I feel sorry for the kids nowadays because I feel like they have to be so careful in this day and age of strangers and different people that they don't get to celebrate like Halloween the way I did as a kid. It's just kind of sad. We used to go trick-or-treating all the time. And when we were little, we had little pumpkin buckets, which I adore. And we only had orange, not bright pink, aqua. Okay. But we went trick-or-treating, and we had a block that's 9/10 of a mile around in my mom and dad's neighborhood. And, jeez, everybody gave out candy. Everybody. So we went around that in another block, and jeez, we had like a pillowcase full of candy. So I'm mad again. Okay, see how fast that was? That look nice. Tape makes a huge difference with me. huge. Now I'm going to defuzz my silk screen here. Believe it or not, I think this is only the second gnome in the house. I bought one last year at this time. And someone had made it, and they made the cutest little heart that the gnome was holding. Oh, so sweet. So I had to get it. It's so adorable. Some gnome things are really cute, and some are just scary. I don't know why. Some are scary. I'm not into super scary. I'm not into spooky. Does that make sense? Try to get, oh, do I have a bubble there? You know it when you paste over it, and you have a bubble. You see how I split my fingers? I shouldn't have done it. Keep your fingers together, and that's easier. Because when you have a bubble, like in these larger areas, it won't quite lay as well. Now I'm going to use that tape again, and I'm going to tape off, because I have tried to just go, oh, I won't go in there. And I do every time. I always think, I can do this. And then guess what? I don't. So if you just tape off, if there's a part you don't want, or you want to do in a different color, you could do this too. And then after it dries, you know, like after I did this and let it dry, then I can come back and put that back on in a different color if I wanted to. Or you could just put a different color on at the same time. That's actually the easiest way to do it. But I'm making sure I tape off today. Okay. I always put this in my lap. I don't know, because it's just easy to leave it there. All right, my plum, shimmer plum. Look at that. It's gorgeous. See that gorgeousness? That with black. This is Halloween. I need Halloween around here. Now, I haven't got my Halloween other decorations out, but I have a lot of cool ones that I want to make. And one thing I've noticed too, if you have a bigger transfer like this, it's easier if you just put a little more thicker layer on. So I'm doing a little thicker, not like so you can see every line right now. So it's thick enough that you can't see the lines. So you can't see that star through it. And then I go back and take the excess off. It's amazing how little of this paste you use. I'm always amazed at that. I had a friend over, and we did a sign of hers, and she's like, oh my gosh, you can put that extra right back in. Yeah, unless you blend it with another color, you sure can. It's a little gnome body. I'm just going to do it all purple. Bewitching. It's like I want to get an eerie voice going. I'm not very eerie. Okay, now I'm going to go, I kind of like, I'm just a top-down girl. Go from the top and come down. See how you can see that through it now? It took me a while to figure that part out. I know it looks obvious. Obvious. And a little slow. But it has really helped me. Another thing is, when I pull it up, wipe my hands really well. Make sure. I always get paint somewhere on it. Now if it's dry, I don't care. And notice what I'm doing too is mostly trying to go, unless there's an area I can't quite go the same direction. One direction. And what I'm doing right now, you probably can't see it, but sometimes there's lines where I've started like one and then another. And you see a little line. I'm trying to get those out. And then scrape that off. This is one of those one and done colors. Okay, that's dry, that's dry. I'm good. And one thing I noticed too when I picked this up last time, I tried to just kind of bend it so it was easier to pick up. I know, another thing I forgot to tell you what I did. I sanded just super light. I sanded this white. You can't tell because that's how light it is. Like you can see the wood grain in it, and I'll push it up closer so you can see it. And then I'm going to stick this to my table, but I'll go put it face down in some water. But I just sanded. See how you can still see the wood grain through here? I sanded super lightly with this. And I've noticed that it really, when I pull that transfer up, it doesn't like flick it, or you kind of get it like a little indent. It's like this makes it perfect. When I say that the paint sometimes goes out in, so you kind of have a wicking. Now, if I don't dry this right now, anytime I touch it or move it, I have a chance of messing it all up, and I don't want to do that. And I'm going to tell you, I used to use a hairdryer, and then I got their heat gun. I think I don't know if they call it gun. Heat press, heat tool, and that's made a big difference. Like I thought my hairdryer was hot. I don't know what it is. It doesn't blow so much or something. It's not so loud. Can you see that sparkle? I just turned my heat gun on. My glue gun on. See that right there? That star. Let's see. Isn't that cute? So then I'm going to put in orange. This actually fell off one of my, got from Michael's a pick, and it had little hats, like witch hats on it. And then one of the witch hats had this and it fell off. So you can kind of see how it's dark there. I thought if I put it on like that, then it's really Halloween-y. Now, this is the box board, so let's see, I did a good job on it. And turn it over. You can use one of the other notes. You can do something else on it. You can do, see, I could use this now. I was trying to think. I just got a bunch of skulls. If you have little hands, I could put a skull there. I don't think you put a skull there. I'm just trying to think what else I have that I could put there. Oh, you could, I was thinking about this. You could put just a little witch broom. You know, like take a dowel and stick some tie it around, or can you take twine? I was thinking about this the other day. Take a dowel. I have them in the garage. This is a different twine. I don't know where the heck that came from. It's more braided. You see that? Or this is looser, more loosely braided. I'm trying to think how big. You wouldn't make a very big broom out of this. I'm just trying to get, yeah. See, I think you could do back, forward. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Ooh, I could still do it to the other side too. That would out. I don't have to start anew. Well, that turned out perfect. So what you could do is take a rubber band, those clear hair braided rubber bands around a dowel, and then cut let's see do that. What else colors do I have right here? I'm trying to think if it's a pencil. Ooh, I had an orange. You can use a black pencil. See, I'm going to show you some. Look at that. What is that? Sorry. I got this idea. You know how you start creating something and then you get more ideas, you get more ideas as you keep going? I do that. I guess I'm just one of those, okay, think on the fly. So I can mark this. So I had it. I think that's system 2. So I'm just going to put it up under here. I loosened that tie I had. Let me put it on here, it would be easier to see. Oh, you know what? Glue that baby down. Oh, look at this one. See? This has ghosts. What? Yeah, ghosts. So I can actually use that one. You know those ones that have plastic? Now I have, these are wire cutters. And I just crunched it off. So I can do the same with this end, okay? Aha. Got a little letterman. I'm gonna put him over here. I'm gonna put him up here. Like he's holding a little bit. So let me make it shorter. All right, so let me show you. My glue gun just got warm, and you know I've told you this before. It's a bit Jesus out because I've had too many blisters. Ugh. I need to get those finger guards. You guys seen those before? Ugh. I'm scared of the Jesus now. So I'm going to try and go, let me move this so you can see, and go all around. Let's see if I can lower it. It's a little better. Okay, so I folded and then I just cut the bottom. So you're always going to have a bend. Doesn't take much. So at that bend, just putting a drop of glue. Sorry about that. I always move closer to my body. And use this thing just to press it in place. Okay. So I just need to stick the rest of them on there. And I could, I think I might do that. Why don't I, to fill these in, because I do want them to like fly naturally kind of look. So press a couple in the middle. Alright. Dang. I just put a couple on the back so it looks like it's all the way around, like that illusion. It's all the way around. Press it down. See? Just keep pressing it down. It's not over here. Not much. I'm cutting it because it started going out. The twine is going out. And I thought, excuse me, because I like the skin on my fingers. I do. A couple more. Right here. I ended up going all the way around. That's so funny. But, oh, you really don't have to go all the way around. But I do. Make it as realistic as possible. So now I got glued on. Get all those glue hairs off, right? I got my spider on. I'm going to see if I can just hold my Spidey down. Oops, sorry. See, he almost touches that glue spot. Now I'm going to press him down so he does. You just hold him there. Oh, this is going to turn out cuter than I thought, you guys. See, I always think of something else as I'm creating. Do you guys do that? Or is it just me? Oh, my sister loves a maple long john with nuts. But is it maple cream in the middle or vanilla? I like the vanilla cream. It has to be vanilla cream. Has to be vanilla cream. Okay, so I'm going to take this twine. I don't know where it came from. It showed up one day. I'm going to tie it right here. So it looks brownish. Rustic. Primitive. I'll tie it off though. Ugh. This is when I feel like I have the biggest fingers alive. Yeah, that's so cute. And if there's some black shot, it's all right, guys. And I can even up, but you know, witches do not have even brooms, do they, at the bottom? No. No. Okay, so let me go back here. Let me move my camera back up. See? Gosh, that makes it. All right, so let's go pretty long. So I'm just indenting. You can just feel that wood on the pencil. Now, I don't know if you know this. These pencils, teacher lesson here, are the plastic covered. It's just a piece of plastic that you put over it. I don't know about you, but whenever we have Halloween, I have extra. Always have extra. You know how like you have 22 kids and then you always buy a pack of 24. Right? Got a little lead powder. It's not actually lead, it's graphite. There's a lesson here. What do you think? Adorable. Okay, so I'm going to glue here. Because I don't want that moving. And glue generously where that twine is. I'm glue in both places. I'm going to take don't want that graphite, you know, to come undone, so I'm just putting a little glue at the end maybe. That is cute! See, I even amazed myself. Like, what? I didn't think of that at the beginning. I just want the spider on, but boy, you can use so many different things that you have around your house. And I've got a plethora of things around my craft table. Look a little like a hoarder. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you like this project today. I will probably speed it up so that you can watch it in reruns. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.